What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Sneaker Homegirls podcast. I'm Roszettie Gutierrez-Uy.
And I am Maria DiMaggio Hickman. We're two Las Vegas realtors blending real estate, hustle, and sneaker culture all in one place.
If you're into real estate, entrepreneurship, and making big moves, you're in the right spot.
We're breaking down market trends, sharing behind-the-scenes stories, and giving you the game on how to build wealth through real estate.
And of course, we're talking sneakers, culture, and how we stay fresh while handling business.
So hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into it. This is the Sneaker Homegirls podcast. Welcome!
Hello!
Welcome to the podcast.
We're just having a day.
You know what? It's been like 3 weeks since we've been together.
The whole month of June is gone.
This is crazy. How is it July already?
It's almost July 4th.
I know. Party at the Hickman Madhouse.
Oh, yeah.
I will not be sharing my address with any of you.
Nope.
But anyway, yes, it has flown by, and we've had 3 podcasts done where we're not together, and that makes me sad. So I'm glad to be back with you.
But we love our guests.
Yeah, we do.
We love our guests. We appreciate our guests, and we'll have more guests.
We will. Absolutely. If you'd like to be on the podcast, just reach out.
Yep.
Maybe we'll.
You have to put up with us, though. Please bring coffee.
Please bring coffee.
Cold brew.
What's the nitro? Have you ever done nitro?
Okay, nitro is strong.
Okay, what is that? What's the difference?
So it's infused with oxygen. That's why it comes out of the spray thing.
Okay.
So it's supposed to open the pores of the coffee, I guess.
Okay.
I don't know if it's brewed that way or.
So more caffeine? Or does it just hit your body different?
It's like when you're in altitude and you have a drink and you feel more drunk.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, if that made sense.
Yeah, kind of.
Like I don't know, empowers is not the right word. It empowers.
It empowers my craziness.
All I know is that it's strong, and so is Vietnamese coffee. Vietnamese
Really?
coffee is like, if you've had your 3 shots, no.
Yeah.
You can't have one.
I can't have 3 shots of Vietnamese coffee.
No, 3 shots and the drinks that you had this morning, like it would have to just be that for the day.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll try. I'm going to try a nitro brew. I've never done it.
It's good. It is just plain coffee though, so there's no...
Oh, no flavor.
No flavor,
milk.
nothing.
Okay.
Some people add flavors, but sometimes it's like a little superficial. It's like very pure.
So you're just drinking it for the effect. Definitely not the taste.
I think people like the taste.
Ew, not me.
Just like people like sour beer.
Yeah. No.
No,
Thank you.
no.
So what has been going on in your life these last 3 weeks?
Summer is here. It's hot. We've had so many showings, which I'm so grateful for, and managing life while everyone's traveling and, kids are out of school has been a lot.
Yes.
So here we are, July.
Got 1.5 months left before they're back in school, which would be so nice.
Mm-hmm. And you were in football camp for a week too, so I'm like, I don't know
Yes.
how you do it.
I was in football camp in Idaho for a week and then came home, was home for 2 days, and then went to Cabo San Lucas, which was awesome, celebrating with my friends. And now I'm back to reality and, doing all things Vegas. So
Yes.
yeah.
I love that. Cabo is beautiful.
Yeah, it was my first time in Cabo. I really enjoyed it. It was super fun. We got a yacht one day, went out on a yacht and just sat out in the ocean for a few hours and did some swimming. Oh, I don't know what were we driving through, but we were driving through this one part of the ocean and it was like the home of all stingrays were there. Okay, and I didn't know that
when they
stingrays,
fly.
they jump out of the water.
Yeah, they fly. Oh, I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh, I was like, as we were driving, you just saw them all jumping around and they were almost like following the boat. They were giving us a show. It was the coolest experience. It was so fun. But I was a little bit freaked out because stingrays will, stab you. I'm like, oh my gosh, what if somebody
Stab you?
Yeah,
I thought they shock you.
Well, the Crocodile Dundee dude, what was his name? Do you remember him? He got
I do.
stabbed with a stingray in the heart and died.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
like
after all those years doing that crazy
Yes.
stuff?
Yeah. I don't think his name was Crocodile Dundee, but it was something like that.
I
don't
think
know.
there was 2.
Yeah. But yeah, he died from a stingray, and I was like, wow, like being on a jet ski in this water and then falling off, like you wouldn't know that it was all these stingrays. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. I was glad I was on a boat.
Yeah.
Didn't have to deal with it.
I really want to go whale watching in Maine.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I like big whales.
Yes.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like bigger than buildings. I'm like,
That's nuts.
oh
That's
my
even
gosh.
hard to comprehend.
I'm like, please don't crash our boat. Please.
Knock our boat over
Yeah,
with their
thank
tail.
you. Sorry. Usually I'm just in the areas that's not that deep.
Yeah.
But Cabo, where I stayed before, I don't know if it was Cancun or Cabo. I've gone the last few years, but I didn't really go like in my 20s when everyone went for like spring break and stuff. We couldn't go to the water.
Why?
I think wherever the resort was, that area was high tides. So they like refused to allow, you have to have like a permit to be in the water.
Yeah, in front of our hotel, they wouldn't let us in the water either.
Yeah.
They said like you go out just a little bit and it drops dramatically. And then like the tide or whatever would take you under and stuff. So nobody was in the water. You actually had to sign a waiver when we checked into the hotel saying that you would not go into the water.
Yeah.
So
I was like looking at it, I was like, it ain't that bad.
let me go test this out.
I'm gonna die.
Good. I'm glad you stayed away.
Leave it up to me to be like, so we can't go, huh?
Yes. Let me test it. Put my foot to the limit.
And I got my nails done.
Look at that.
I don't know if you can hear this.
They look so pretty. And I love the white. I'm a big fan of, I do Funny Bunny, but.
Funny Bunny?
That's what it's called, Funny Bunny.
Oh.
Yeah.
I do coffin.
Oh.
But sometimes, depending on the nail tech, this nail tech was good. She looked at me, she goes, I can do it in 20 minutes. And I was like, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
But normally if they cut it too short, it looked like little fat fingers.
Oh.
You know?
You need the
because I have long
elongated nails.
fingers.
Yes.
So it's like very...
The nails have to match the finger length.
Yeah.
I get it.
And we took our team photos.
Yes,
So I was
we
like, well,
did.
white's good, right? It's
And
like
I got the
lasts for a while.
video, so I'm going to share it with you. I forgot to share it with you when I saw you, but the video came out really cool. We'll update the website soon with that video, which will be
my
nice. And
goodness.
then the pictures came out good. It was a fun little outing that we did. We went and got pictures taken and videos made for our team. So, yeah, it was fun.
We realized that Las Vegas is very windy.
Oh, my
And we're like, did you get my good side? Like, okay, sorry.
I had like the Farrah Fawcett like look going on.
So stay tuned.
So fun. All right. So there was a couple posts that I saw this week that was talking about how President Trump wrote a letter to the feds basically demanding that our interest rate that the government loans us money on be more in line with several other countries' interest rate. And I didn't realize, I thought the interest rate was the same for everybody, but dummy me, of course it's different because America is different than all these other countries. However, I just think it's fascinating. Like, for instance, Switzerland pays 0% on any of their money that they get from their government. 0%. They don't pay any interest. They used to pay 0.25%. And then Japan pays 0.5%, Singapore 1.56%. Going down the line, China's at 3%, Canada 2.75%, Australia 3.85%. All these countries pay less on the dollar than we do. We're at 4.5% is where we're at right now. So when the feds talk about lowering the interest rate, this is the interest rate they're talking about. It's the rate that the banks pay to get money. And then when you see an interest rate of like 6.5% out of a bank, that means that that bank is adding 2% to that rate, and that's how much that bank makes off of the profit, right? Because they're paying the government 4.5%, you're paying them 6.5%, so they make a profit of 2%. So when they start to lower the rate, it should come to the consumers as a discounted rate. And I think what people are saying, President Trump is saying, is that all these other countries should not be that much lower than us. So my question to you is, yes, I believe we do need to get the rates lower, right? But what fashion do we need to do it in to make sure that the economy doesn't go crazy? Because as rates go down, house prices typically go up. So what's your thought on this?
I think first off, Singapore says 1.56%. How are we going to tell them we go start charging 6%? You know, how does that conversation even begin? And how, I think the biggest public relations thing that the government does in any country is what is told to the public. So I think it's a topic of conversation that people can have and be aware about, and to understand those who are listening to this that are out here, they know that if they have family in other countries or other states even that have different rates, they're familiar with that. But for most people, I don't even think it's on their radar, you know?
I'm in the business, and I had no idea that the rates were so off. I mean, you scroll down all the way to Turkey, they're at 46%.
Yeah, shout out to Trading Economics.
Ooh, jelly. Russia's 20.
46. Okay, but what is the cost, right? So if you're doing 1.56% in Singapore, like what's your average cost for a home? You know what I mean? Like,
right.
I think it all depends. It's like you could get, I mean, take home insurance, for example, right? Home insurance in Utah is going to be different than home insurance in California.
100%.
So depending on what country and what the government provides in general, because America is very free, you know, most of your small business owners or even big corporations, there's more jobs. Or they say, let's see, according to the government.
I just think like to stimulate our economy right now, we've talked about this, buyer confidence is down. So how do you shoot up buyer confidence? If they know they can buy a home with a lower rate, they're going to be more inclined to go out there and purchase a home. And so I'm not thinking that we should raise the rates on these other countries, but I definitely think we need to start lowering our rates to like get buyers excited about buying again. I think everyone's kind of stagnant right now, and we need a little bit of a shot in the arm to like get it going again. Do you see that too?
I think a big thing with just businesses in general, the government, countries, is technology is changing the world. And with that, people are shifting jobs. People are learning to go into a new department, or they're using AI in their businesses to help cut costs. And a lot of what's going on right now is like when a merger happens, right? Especially as a new president, like I feel that in life, you can only do so much during your term, right? No matter what that is. And a lot of the biggest factor is that throughout that time, how educated is the consumer that you're speaking to, right? Or what experiences have they gone through in life, right? What we see in Las Vegas is going to be different from Oklahoma, you know? So the rates are very different too. So how does the what I'm curious to see play out is the conversation that is told to the public, because I mean, that's a lot to be asking other countries to like raise their rates. Yeah. I mean, like,
because then you're going to stagnate their economy, and we don't want to do that.
Yeah. And it's different for every country too. Like some countries are, you know, more leaning on different policies more than others, right? And there's not always a jurisdiction or a governing anything in most of these countries, right? It's just the country and the leader.
The dictator,
and they're charging less interest rates.
Well, they got something, but then again too, we don't need to be comparing ourselves to other countries. I guess we need to do what's best for our country. And I think, you know, some people are shooting out, oh, let's go back, you know, we need to go back down to 2 or 3. No, if we go dramatically back to 2 or 3, we're going to have a bubble that bursts. I mean, the prices of the homes are going to go nuts, and it's not going to be good. But little gradual decreases, which I'm expecting in July, the Feds said that they might lower it a little bit. I think doing a little bit at the time is the right way to go, and just get these people excited to buy a house again. A lot of people, rents are in some places lower than buying right now, and so they're choosing to rent because it's going to be too much to buy, and things like that. So I just think we need something. I just don't want to see anything dramatic happen, because it scares me about what that would do.
Yeah, I think it should have never been that low, but I felt like it was that low because they needed to, they wanted to provide for the people who did work. Right. But there was a lot of people that didn't. Yes. So
took advantage of it.
Yeah. And all those people, based on what they experienced during that time, kind of like when 2008 and 2009 happened, like the recession, not recession, but everyone calls it a recession. It's a key word.
The boom.
Look up the thing of a recession. It's not a recession. But I'm also analytical. So anyways, back then, there was a lot of moving parts. Companies were laying off people, more people were getting jobs, and the government was in the middle of a switch. Right. And, you know, there's always a lot of politics of, you know, why people do what they do for life. Right. Exactly. Like, if the values change. So for our country, I feel like the biggest thing that's happened in the last 5 years is like patriotism has gone away, craftsmanship has gone away, and the people who produce quality products are not as in those big like strip malls or whatever. Like it just depends, right?
Yeah.
Like I just think that small businesses, especially in Nevada, we're very small business heavy, have not been able to keep up.
Right.
You know?
Well, you saw it today with your $9.99 sunflower seeds.
Let me tell you, I went to the gas station, okay? I played softball and soccer, and I went to the gas station, get my energy drink so I could go watch my niece play soccer. And then I went to just, get my drink and get the seeds, and it was $9.
$9.
99 cents. I'd be like, whew, it's $1.35. Like,
Yes.
I don't know, and get my big league chew. But it's just crazy. And I've been seeing tariff tax.
Yeah.
Tariff tax.
I know.
Okay, I get the tariff tax, right? But what exactly establishes a tariff tax?
Right. I think some of them are just adding a little padding to
Like
their
you said,
profits.
1997 for what?
You're right.
For this is very specific for you to charge 1997, but
Yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah. Companies got to do what they got to do, I guess, to stay afloat. But we, the consumer, are paying heavily for all of that stuff.
Yeah, and people are struggling with finding out what's truth and what's like not true because of TikTok and Instagram and social
Oh my
media. Like
gosh,
you got to
I
do your own
know.
research.
I know.
YouTube University all you want, speak to professionals all you want. The person that makes the decision is you.
Such a good point. Such a good point. I love it.
And
Yeah.
we'll have all the options. You
Yes.
decide.
Yes.
We'll be here.
absolutely. So tell me a little, we got a listing.
Yes.
So let's talk about that listing in case anyone is interested in this beautiful home.
So the listing is 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bath. It's listed at $865, and the seller's willing to pay closing costs.
So let's go.
Yeah.
And it's gorgeous. The backyard is ginormous. They have a built-in barbecue, fireplace, right?
Fireplace, built-in fireplace.
Gorgeous pool, and it has like a little workshop in the back, which could dub as an office.
Yes. It's the long kitchen island for me.
Yeah.
Every time I see a long kitchen island, and I'm like, this is where I'd put my charcuterie board right here.
Oh, just across the
Just
whole thing. Yeah.
Like and decorate it like Pinterest.
Yes, I love that. Oh, that would be great. But yeah, it's a great house. It's beautiful. If you guys are interested or know anybody who's interested in that price range and that size, please reach out to us. We'll do a private showing for you.
And there's a workshop in the back
Yeah, that workshop is cool.
with a 3-car garage
Yeah.
and gated.
And gated.
And
And
gated.
it's only like 12 houses in the gate. So it's a very small, unique, beautiful community.
Yeah, absolutely.
So reach out.
I love 3-car garage.
I do too. We always have made the third car a workout room
Okay.
because, why park 3 cars in a garage? So
If you have 4 kids over 6 foot.
yeah. I mean, to me, it would help me having a car there, but the boys love that they have their workout room in there. I don't like to work out from home. I don't have the self-motivation or discipline, I think is a better word than motivation to work out at home. I love going somewhere and like being around people and just kind of get energized from other people. But the boys love it. And they go and work out there in this heat. They love the heat to help them sweat more. And yeah, but
Can you
not for
imagine
me.
if they didn't, how like wired they'd be?
Oh, yeah.
They'd be like, Mom,
Yeah.
Mom, where's Dad?
Yeah. Go outside. Please do push-ups. Leave me alone.
Please do push-ups. Oh my goodness.
So what else is happening? Let's see. Well, Nevaeh quit cheer and then went back to cheer.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did is she good?
Yeah. She's good now. She's happy.
Good.
She quit cheer because she said, Mom, it just takes up too much of my time. Okay. So I did the whole analytical thing like you do. And I said, okay, so how many hours do we have in a week? We have 168 hours, right? Cheer takes up 6 of those hours. So you have 162 hours left. So what are you going to do with those 162? And you don't sleep that much, so don't tell me it's taken up by sleep. She was like, oh, well, when you put it that way, I said, yeah, you got plenty of time. It has nothing to do with time. It's about priority.
I like that quote. Maria DiMaggio Hickman.
Paste it. But yes, so, and you think about that. We do have a lot of time during the week. 168 hours is a lot of time.
You have to find the time.
Yeah. And you got to prioritize, like, what's most important to you.
Yeah, I think it's not an easy thing to find out and to figure out. Of course, everyone's like, you're not going to be perfect
No.
every day. You can try your best, but you can also not try at all. So that's like what I always struggle with is like, okay, I need to just try it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do
Don't
it like
think
Nike
about
says.
it.
Just do it.
Yeah, because I think the what I'm learning recently is like people are like, oh, you always do all this stuff, and I'm like, half the time, like, just do it.
Yeah. Just
Like,
get it done.
just
Don't
go.
overthink it. Just do it.
Yeah,
Sometimes
and I'm
we
such an
can
overthinker.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, so my analytical brain is like going
You
like
get your
this, and I'm
Excel
like,
spreadsheet out, get
Yeah.
everything organized.
and then I always think about growing up. We would always go to Lake Mead and get out on a boat and jump and jet ski and stuff. So I always think, just get in the water. And I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, fine. Oh my gosh, it's cold. Because sometimes like it's 60 degrees.
Freezing.
50
Yeah.
degrees. Like
Then it feels good once you're in.
just a little.
But that's a life lesson. Just jump in, and then it's usually okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
For home ownership, I think people just need to find the resources that they need to feel more comfortable.
Yeah.
And start with that.
Yeah.
If that's listening to our podcast, liking and sharing with your friends, or, meeting with us, or just, speaking with the financial advisor, an attorney, whatever your situation is, it's so different for everyone. So when people ask, how's the market? It really depends on you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like some people don't have 5 kids.
Right. Exactly. They have a little bit more financial equity than somebody with 5 kids who all the money goes to them. But we also have our workshops.
Yes.
Which are nice. We do those every month. And we really just aim to educate the consumer and teach them about the whole process from pre-approval to closing, and really teach them how to get the best deal on a mortgage, how to make sure that they are putting the least amount of money down if they choose to, and how to get grant money, how to get money from sellers. Like, we teach you all of that, and we hold them once a month. So look on our website, on our Instagram. We'll always have stuff over there kind of telling you all about it. So
Yeah. Make sure you sign up on Eventbrite and RSVP so we can have enough food. There will be food there. Brunch and learn.
Yes.
And our team will be there as well. So you get to meet our lovely team and all of our
Yes.
agents.
We do
And
have a fun team.
It
Let's
is good.
talk about our team real fast.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. So we have very wide different personalities, I feel like, on our team. We got a little flavor for everybody, right? So let's start with Julio. Describe Julio.
Julio is your Spanish-speaking realtor who has been in the business for a while now, also licensed in California, and helps a lot of families move.
Yeah, and he too has
He's
a
a
big
hustler.
family. He's got a big family. He's got 5 kids as well.
Yep.
So we come from that space together. And then we have Jamie, who is our 6'8" realtor, who he probably is more in the model space than anywhere else. I think the girls visit his Instagram for all of his posts, but he is right? Am I lying?
He is 6'8".
He is 6'8", and he's a
6'8".
former professional basketball player. But he is really dedicated to his clients. He's a great realtor. He is a hard worker. He's out there hustling, trying to make deals happen for his people. And he's a lot of fun. He brings a good positive energy to our team.
He does. And then we have Brian.
Yeah.
Brian is in and out of the hospital, working hours, and also selling real estate. He manages his time so well. So when it comes to prioritizing, he's out for showings. He's doing open houses every week. Like, he is dedicated and helping a lot of families.
Yeah, and he too has 5 kids.
And he too has 5 kids.
Wow. We have
I
a
do
lot
not
of-
have 5 kids.
Because you're not as crazy as us. We didn't think that one through. See, she's got her spreadsheet going.
Okay, first off, diapers are like $90.
Oh, I couldn't even imagine. No, thank
You're
you.
going to go through the whole thing the whole
I don't
time.
wanna do that
Oh
again.
my gosh. And then we have Michael.
Michael is awesome. I met Michael at Bishop Gorman when I was teaching a class on real estate, and he went to real estate school while in high school, got his license before he even graduated high school, and then reached out to join our team, which was so cool. He's a hustler too. That kid works his tail off and really is great at making content. I know you guys love to make content together, and very dedicated. And he's going to college full time while doing real estate full time. So props off to Michael.
I love how diversified our team is in stages of life. You know, like it really just depends on, the energy in most
Absolutely.
teams, right? Like I've been on a few real estate teams, not like they were bad or whatever, but I feel like the energy that we bring for our team has been so empowering for me. So I'm grateful for that.
Yes.
And then we have Amanda.
Last but not least, Amanda. She's the only other female on the team. And describe Amanda.
Amanda is a young, educated woman, and she is prepared to help all the buyers and sellers in our market, but she needs to go to CE classes first.
Yes, which she's doing this week.
And Michael.
Yes, they both are. Yeah.
So, I think a younger realtor, a newer realtor is more dedicated than ever. And you can see that because after years, after a while of doing this business, it can be challenging, and the time commitments that it is over time is kind of a given. When you're younger, it's just like, or at least novice in the business is like the hustle of like, okay, my first deal, my second deal, and third deal, after a while you're like, oh, okay, another one.
Yeah, here we go. But I think too, like the importance of being on a team is sometimes underrated because we do all support each other and we all help each other. So when Michael, who may have his first deal, we are all there to support him, help him write the contract, look it over, make sure that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted. If he has problems with, figuring out his showings, we're there to help him. Like when you work with an agent that's on a team, you don't just get that agent, you get the whole team. So I just love the idea of a team, especially ours, because we really do. It's all very positive and a lot of fun that we have together.
Yeah, we're going to have to make TikToks.
Yes, we got to switch
our team,
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TikTok's been doing well, though.
It has. MD Homes Real Estate on TikTok. Follow us. We've got over 1,000 followers, which is great. And it's growing there. So go visit us and give us a like.
Yeah, share the content if this is helpful for you, or if you feel that you want to speak one-on-one with us, because I think it's not as scary as it seems.
Yeah.
Right? You just reach out to us and we're happy to help.
Absolutely. And hopefully next week we have some amazing topics to share with you guys. So tune in next week. And for now, are we done?
Are we done?
I think so.
Maria and I are yapping now.
See you next week, everybody.
That's a wrap for this episode of the Sneaker Homegirls podcast.
We appreciate you tapping in and rocking it with us. Real estate, hustle, and sneakers, that's what we do.
If you got value from this episode, make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode.
Follow us on Instagram at The Sneaker Homegirls for behind-the-scenes content, market updates, and of course, sneaker drops.
Let us know in the comments what topics you'd like for us to cover next. We love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep hustling, stay fresh, and we'll catch you on the next episode.